hapa Europe msituone tu hivi. Msituone tu hivi hapa Europe. We are going through bullshit because of why? Salary ile watu wanapata. So guys, sahi ni saa 2 asubuhi. It is almost 7:30. By 8 kutakuwa na a little bit of light by 8 o'clock. So guys, hawa watu wanaandika tulisusu kwa gari, tulisusu. I don't care nani alisusu, how they susued, it's not my business. There are things that don't concern me. Me as the real president of TikTok, there are things that we cannot discuss because it is none of my business. Kuna vitu zimepitwa na wakati. Thank you very much. Thank you. I came live to talk about good things that can change lives. Now that you know, I am a philanthropist. I am a doctor. Mimi ni doctor ya Nyege. Mimi ni doctor ya Nunu. Mimi ni daktari ya depression. Mimi ni daktari ya wasiojiweza. Mimi ni daktari ya kila kitu kwa hii TikTok. Mimi ni pastor at the same time. So nimekuja kupunguzia watu wengine hapa depression na stress. There are people who need me most kwa hii TikTok. Asubuhi na mapema kuna mtu ako stuck mahali ajui aanzie wapi maisha yake. They are literally blank. We have thousands of Kenyans all over the world, and it doesn't mean if you live in Europe maisha yako imekamilika. Guys, it doesn't matter where you live. What matters is how healthy is your pocket at the end of it all. It doesn't matter what part of the world you are living, because you guys, you have this idea of mtu anaishi Europe, mtu anaishi America obviously is doing good. No, there is somebody in Kenya who live better than somebody in Europe. It is about the pocket. How healthy is your pocket? The more healthy your pocket is, the more healthy your mind is. Did you realize that? If you can take care of your bills comfortably, if you can buy your food comfortably, if you can take care of your children comfortably, then your mind will be healthy generally. Mrs. Big Daddy, asante. You follow Miss Big Daddy, guys. So financial stability is very important. Even though pesa sio kila kitu, but at the end of the day we have to wake up to go and look for that financial stability. And not everybody wako na hii opportunity to be financially stable, even though they have a healthy mindset. They have everything is needed to make them financially stable, lakini hawana hiyo opportunity ya kutafuta hiyo pesa. Now we are learning that the most learned people in the whole world are the most stranded. Dunia ya sasa ni ya kuhustle. Wake up nani, hata kama ni tomato, enda uze. Don't wait for your certificate. Kama hiyo certificate haiwezi make difference in your life, wake up, do anything. Hata kama ni kuuza makaa, bora uweze kujilisha. There is no way you are a university graduate and you are walking with your certificate in the pocket and you are telling us, mimi sina hata mali pa kulala, hata chakula sina, na uko na certificate, and God has given you a little brain to wake up and try something else. Kama sio certificate, not everybody that is successful has that certificate. So can you use a little brain, wake up from that your corner where you have despaired and do something else? Uza hata njugu nani, uza hata njugu. Kama certificate imekataa, uza hata njugu. God only comes to rescue people who send themselves. Watu wanajituma. Mungu doesn't come to rescue somebody sitting on TV or watching Netflix, TikTok the whole day and say, Mungu nisaidie. Atakusaidia vipi? God hear my prayer. Atakuhear aje? Mungu anakujia wale watu wanajituma. Guys, I know times are difficult and kuna wale wanaona there is no road ahead. Of course there is road ahead. Kama malaya mwenye anauza kuma kwa street ako na hope, anajua customer atakuja. Sahini wanaangalianga time, sahini saa 6 sijapata customer, na watasimama kwa street mpaka 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning waiting and hoping that customer atakuja. So who are you to give up? Kama muuzaji kuma ndiye ako na hope atapata mtu wa kumuuzia hiyo kuma yake, what about you my brother? What about you my sister? Hata wewe enda uchukue hata mahindi. Mrs. Big Daddy, thank you. Enda uchukue hata mahindi uchome and have the hope. Kuna customer atapita atamani hiyo mahindi yako na nunue. Guys, times are hard on everybody. Hapa Europe msituone tu hivi. Msituone tu hivi hapa Europe. We are going through bullshit because of why? Salary ile watu wanapata, the maximum salary of a normal worker in Europe, the maximum is 2,000 euro. Akate, somebody goes home with 1,750 euros at the end of it. We are talking of euros. Wewe utatranslate your pesa into Kenya shillings, itakupatia very huge amount. My sister, haujalipa rent ya Europe ni 1,200 kuendelea juu. Rent ya Europe, nyumba ya kawaida, apartment ya kawaida, sio ya serikali. Ya serikali ni cheap juu ni ya mtu masikini. Kama yangu ni cheap juu mimi ni masikini ya Europe. Yangu ni pesa ngapi? 800 euros hii apartment yangu. Nalipa 530 normal rent, alafu unawekewa maji, unawekewa gas, alafu unawekewa na sitima ndani yake. Inafika at least, nyumba ya government at least you must part with 1,000 euro per month kama hii yangu. Sasa yule mtu amejichukua tu, ye akona class. Suskit, thank you. Akona class. Ataki kukuwa categorized under government issues. Ataki mashida. Ye ya kutoka kwao na mashida. Ameenda kachukua tu apartment yake iko na upstairs na hiyo takataka yote na quiet neighborhood and parking and what not. Anapata almost 2,000 euros per month. Na nimewambia salary port to bill elephant, bila. Muna complain chakula ni expensive Kenya. Chakula ni expensive Europe since corona. You guys, you follow Miss Big Daddy. Miss Big Daddy, thank you. Since corona, the whole world has changed. The world has gone into financial recession. The whole world is suffering. You will not say only Kenya. Even Europe, they have issues. And right now, Wajerumani wanaenda kwa street kupiga kelele because they think immigrants wamewabebea shida zao. They think that we immigrants have come here to eat everything they have. We have come to take their jobs. We have come to... They don't know that corona has changed the world. Just the same way Kenyans are complaining, maisha imekuwa ngumu, chakula ni expensive. That is the same way Europe is complaining. What is the solution? The solution to this problem is let us turn to God. Let us kneel down and talk to Jehovah and ask him, Mungu, tafadhali rudi. come back and save this situation, because this situation is beyond mankind. And if we are not careful, there is another war that will erupt between human beings. Between us, we will just start fighting. Because of what? Because we think the other human being is the problem. Yeah, we will start fighting very soon. Another world war will erupt, because the whole world is ailing. Nobody is happy. Nobody. Kama mzungu ndiye ana complain hivi, mzungu ndiye ana complain, mzungu ndiye analia machozi, wewe je? What about you? And I have always told you guys, over and over. Can you put on Mutze? Ich gebe dir eine. Zieh dir eine Mutze und zieh dir eine. Und die Jacke bitte. Watoto wa sahi ni -3, mtu hajavaa jacket. Not normal. Where were we? Ebu utapuru. Watu wa US, ebu msubscribe. Watu wa US wangana pesa sana. Ebu msubscribe. Watu wa US, ebu msubscribe, subscribe. Tulikuwa wapi? I was there where we let us turn to God, because the problems of the world are overboard. How do you get that life that you want? Working hard alone is not enough. Waking up in the morning, Mickey, yeah. Mag dich fertig. Ja, jetzt kannst du gehen. Working hard alone is not enough. Waking up in the morning, going to work on time, doing your work diligently, and waiting for end month is not enough. There is a God in heaven that is watching all of us. Our thoughts, our mind, our thinking, our soul, our deeds, our feelings, our emotions, our everything. There is a God somewhere that is watching all of us and is taking notes about us. Even what we don't say, before we say it, he already know about it. Why don't we plant a seed in God? Why don't you just plant a healthy seed somewhere in your garden and say, God, I plant this seed of life, na ninataka uninyunyizie maji kwa hii seed, Jehovah, and you dedicate yourself to this seed. Plant a seed. Planting a seed, I mean do what? Be kind to others. Serve other people. That is planting a seed. Sijasema uchukue mahindi uende kwa shamba uweke hapo, uendange ukiweka maji unaambia Mungu ebu meesha hii maize. No. Planting a seed means you are serving others. Hata kama hauna, chukua fungu yako la 10. Kama ni jirani yako unamuonaga, unaona mtoto yake anaenda shule bila kiatu, pengine mtoto anaenda shule bila chakula, anything you see around you that needs your attention. Me, when I am in Kenya, I watch around me and I ask myself too many questions. There is this place I passed. I almost screamed. I almost screamed and asked God, Rudy, come back and save us, for we are not enough to solve the world's problems. It is too much and we cannot do it on our own. Mnajua ni wapi nilipita? I was even picturing that place again. I passed that place some 3, 4, 5 months back when I was in Kenya. Kuna ka roundabout hapo Pangani. There's a roundabout hapo Pangani when you are going to town. You guys, hebu jaribuni kupita kwa hiyo roundabout around midday. Saa 6, saa 7 hivi. Try to go through that roundabout. Hapo Pangani. There's a roundabout. And come and tell me, what did you see around midday up? I passed that place and I told the driver, please, can you stop? It is only that the person I was with kwa hiyo gari aliinsist, hapana, hatuwezi stop hapa, polisi atatushika. But I would like to come back to that spot and experience the voice of the Lord, because God talked to me on that day. Ni watu, kuna street kids kwa hiyo roundabout around midday. They are hopeless street kids kwa hiyo roundabout around midday saa 7 hapo. Kenyans, let us do something. Let us do something. Please. It is a lot, but a little can make a difference. A little. Let us share the little things we have. Let us share, please. The world is broken. I know. Hata zamani kulikuwa na chokora kitambo, but the situation is getting out of hand. We are having more street kids than we ever had in Kenya. If all Kenyans, with the little we have, we can dedicate our lives to these kids, we can make a difference. We can make a difference. It doesn't matter how little you can save a life out there. It doesn't matter. Bora Mungu wako ameona vile umefanya. You don't need to come and announce or talk about it. Wewe fanya tu. Wewe fanya tu. Guys, this issue of street kids in Nairobi is getting out of hand. And more kids and more child rape and child misuse out there that nobody cares about. Nobody. I wish we had a women representative in Nairobi that once a week can go out to the street and say niko hapa, especially to the street child, and say mimi kama women representative, mimi ni mwanamke, I want to take care of the girl child that ako kwa street. I want to take off the girl child kwanza before we look at the boys girl child. What is the work of a women representative in Nairobi? Ni kuvaa designer na kupaka lipstick. Why don't these people wavae manguo za kazi na waende kazini? What is the work of a women representative in Nairobi? A very beautiful, well outspoken lady who cares about her pocket. Nothing much. Guys, we need leaders that can now wake up in this century and take care of the common mwananchi. We don't need cosmetic leaders who care about how they look and how they dress. Nairobi, wake up. Kenyans, wake up. This issue of street children is getting out of hand, and somebody must rise up and say we must do something about this. There is no way we normal human beings we can just walk with our intact common sense. Na upite mtu kwa street is almost turning to an animal. Na ni binadamu mwenzako. This person is literally turning into an animal because they have nothing. They are totally hopeless. And we have our government people driving V8s and walking in very expensive suits. And our society is decaying. Our society has decayed. And nobody stops to think about it, or even talk about it, or even do something about it. What kind of a leader are you? What kind of a leader? What kind of leaders are we putting in office? Mtu tai tu ni ya 100,000. Tai tu. Tai tu. They don't care about the common mwananchi. What can 100,000 do? Me, I use 100,000 per feeding session after begging online. Nisaidieni. Oh, nisaidieni. I used 100,000 to feed more than 700 homeless people per day. Na mtu sahiyo amevaa tai ya 100,000 shilling. Anaendesha gari ya 10 million. These are leaders we just elected the other day. These are young men wenye wamekuja na with a language of we are the change, we are the tomorrow. Young men in government. They are barely 2 years in the office. Barely. This is the future we Kenyans want. This is the future. Sisi wa Kenya, we cannot continue this way. Kenyans, we have to wake up next election and say, you know what, we are more important than these our leaders. And we want people who can work for the common. If we have leaders that are working for the common mwananchi, this chokora issue will not be there. If we have concerned leaders. Leave alone, food is expensive, oh, we cannot afford. Let us take care of the people that are hopeless, they have no tomorrow, they are sleeping on the street. Why can't Kenya take care of our need, our hopeless people? There are people who have absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. We have Kenyans who are literally looking like animals.